What if I told you there's a psychological secret behind why some people possess absolutely unshakable confidence? The kind of confidence that makes you completely immune to criticism, rejection, or social pressure. This isn't your typical stand tall and make eye contact advice. It's much deeper and more powerful. Today, I'm going to reveal a psychological principle so potent that it borders on psychopathic levels of self-assurance. But unlike actual psychopaths who lack empathy, you'll learn how to harness this extraordinary confidence while maintaining your humanity and genuine connections. What I'm about to share isn't taught in self-help books or motivational seminars. It's a psychological pattern I've observed in people who seem to operate on a completely different level. CEOs, high-level negotiators, and social maestros who can walk into any room and own it without saying a word. The truth is, most people are playing checkers with their confidence while the elite few are playing chess. After this video, you'll understand why your current approach to confidence has been holding you back and how to tap into something far more powerful. This isn't about becoming cold or manipulative. It's about accessing a level of self-assurance so deep that nothing external can shake it. Let's break down 5 key principles. 1. The inner foundation. Building confidence from within. True confidence is an inside job, a fundamental truth that many overlook in their pursuit of self-assurance. The modern world often promotes a superficial approach to confidence, emphasizing external behaviors and appearances over internal development. We're bombarded with advice about power posing, speaking with authority, and maintaining strong eye contact. While these external manifestations of confidence have their place, they're merely the tip of the iceberg, the visible expressions of something much deeper and more fundamental. The journey to authentic confidence begins with deep self-understanding. This isn't a quick fix or a simple matter of positive thinking. It's a gradual process of internal exploration and acceptance. Think of it like building a house. You can paint the walls beautiful colors and decorate with expensive furniture, but if the foundation is weak, the entire structure remains vulnerable. Similarly, attempting to project confidence without developing inner strength is like applying a fresh coat of paint to a crumbling wall. The process starts with honest self-reflection. This means taking time to understand your values, beliefs, strengths, and yes, even your weaknesses. It's about asking yourself difficult questions. What truly matters to me? What are my non-negotiable principles? What are my authentic strengths? And where do I need to grow? This self-exploration isn't always comfortable, but it's essential for building genuine confidence. A crucial aspect of this inner foundation is developing emotional intelligence. This means not just recognizing your emotions, but understanding their origins and learning to manage them effectively. Confident people aren't those who never feel fear, doubt, or insecurity. They're the ones who acknowledge these feelings and know how to work with them constructively. The inner foundation also involves developing a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for learning rather than threats to your confidence. When you understand that abilities can be developed and that mistakes are stepping stones to mastery, you build a more resilient form of confidence that can weather setbacks and failures. Moreover, this internal approach to confidence requires regular maintenance and attention. Just as a physical foundation needs periodic inspection and repair, your inner foundation needs consistent work. This might involve regular self-reflection, journaling, meditation, or other practices that help you stay connected with your inner self. Understanding the difference between confidence and arrogance is also crucial when building this inner foundation. True confidence is quiet and secure. It doesn't need to announce itself or diminish others to feel valid. It's rooted in self-awareness and humility, acknowledging that there's always more to learn and room to grow. The beauty of building confidence from within is that it becomes increasingly stable over time. Unlike external confidence that can be shaken by criticism or failure, internal confidence remains steady because it's built on self-knowledge and acceptance rather than external validation or achievements. This inner foundation also influences how you interact with others. When your confidence comes from within, you're more likely to be genuinely interested in others rather than constantly seeking their approval. You can listen more effectively because you're not preoccupied with how you're being perceived. You can give credit to others freely because you're secure in your own worth. Perhaps most importantly, building this inner foundation helps you develop authenticity in all areas of your life. When you're confident from the inside out, there's no need to pretend or put on a show. You can be genuine in your interactions, honest in your communications, and true to your values without fear of judgment. 2. The power of self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency and confidence is about developing an internal locus of validation. a concept that runs counter to many of our social instincts and cultural conditioning. From an early age, we're taught to seek approval from parents, teachers, peers, and later bosses and colleagues. While external validation isn't inherently negative, over-reliance on it creates a fragile foundation for confidence. The journey towards self-sufficiency begins with recognizing the difference between wanting approval and needing it. Confident people aren't immune to enjoying recognition and appreciation. They simply don't require it to maintain their sense of worth. This distinction is crucial because it marks the difference between choosing to engage with others from a place of strength versus seeking their approval from a place of need. Developing self-sufficiency involves building a strong internal compass. This means learning to trust your judgment, developing clear personal standards, and making decisions based on your values rather than external pressures. It's about becoming your own strongest advocate and most trustworthy advisor. This principle extends beyond emotional self-sufficiency to encompass practical independence as well. This doesn't mean you never need help or support. Rather, it's about developing the capabilities and resilience to handle challenges independently when necessary. It's about building a toolkit of skills, knowledge, and resources that allow you to navigate life's challenges with greater autonomy. Self-sufficiency also involves developing healthy boundaries. When you're not dependent on others for validation, you can more easily say no to things that don't align with your values or priorities. You can maintain relationships from a place of choice rather than necessity, which paradoxically often leads to stronger, more authentic connections. A crucial aspect of this principle is learning to self-validate. This means developing the ability to recognize and appreciate your own efforts, progress, and achievements without waiting for external recognition. It involves becoming your own cheerleader while maintaining a realistic and grounded perspective. One of the most powerful aspects of self-sufficiency is the freedom it provides. When you're not constantly seeking approval or validation from others, you can make decisions based on your true desires and values. You can take risks without being paralyzed by fear of judgment. You can pursue unconventional paths without needing others to understand or approve. This principle also involves developing resilience to criticism. When your sense of worth isn't dependent on others' opinions, you can receive feedback, both positive and negative, with greater equanimity. You can evaluate criticism objectively, taking what's useful and leaving what isn't, without letting it shake your core confidence. The practice of self-sufficiency requires regular reinforcement. It involves consistently choosing to trust your judgment, even when it differs from others' opinions. It means regularly checking in with yourself rather than automatically seeking external guidance. It requires developing comfort with solitude and learning to enjoy your own company. However, it's important to note that self-sufficiency doesn't mean isolation or rejection of community. Instead, it allows you to engage with others from a place of choice rather than necessity. You can build meaningful relationships and collaborate effectively while maintaining your independence and sense of self. 3. The art of quiet achievement. In a world dominated by social media and personal branding, the art of quiet achievement stands out as a powerful alternative approach to building and demonstrating confidence. This principle challenges the common assumption that success needs to be constantly broadcasted and celebrated publicly to be valuable or valid. The essence of quiet achievement lies in understanding the difference between doing something for its own sake versus doing it for recognition. True achievers focus on excellence in their chosen field, driven by internal standards and personal growth rather than external accolades. This approach creates a deeper, more sustainable form of satisfaction that fuels continued growth and achievement. This principle doesn't suggest that all achievements should be hidden or that recognition should be avoided. Rather, it advocates for a balanced approach where the primary focus is on the quality of the work itself, letting recognition come naturally as a byproduct of excellence. It's about understanding that the most meaningful achievements often speak for themselves without requiring additional promotion or fanfare. The practice of quiet achievement requires developing strong self-discipline and intrinsic motivation. When you're not relying on external validation or recognition to fuel your efforts, you need to find deeper, more personal reasons for pursuing excellence. This might involve connecting with your values, passion for the work itself, or desire for personal growth.